How's it going, boys? So this video is going to be a little bit different. In this video, I'm going to tell you more about myself for those of you that would like to know me better, how I got to where I am right now, and how I started with my online business, with my penis enlargement, with my fitness journey. This video is going to be kind of long a little bit, but is going to summarize basically the past 12 years or 14 years of my life. So just like everyone else, I was pressured to go to university by my parents and by the society that was around me. And to be honest, there was not a subject that I really felt that I wanted to study. At the beginning, I wanted something to do with creativity, so I thought that architecture might be the thing for me. However, when I started studying it, I quickly realized that it wasn't something that I wanted to do. And so I left architecture after the first semester, and then I went to study the thing I hated the least, which was computer science. It was really hyped up back then. I'm talking about 14 years or 15 years ago. And the reason I went to study computer science is because I was always really passionate about technology, about computers, about automating things. So I thought that's going to be the closest thing to what I actually like. So I started learning computer science in a very small university in the north of Israel, in a very small remote town that was extremely boring. Programming was actually something that I kind of liked, so I was really interested in the fact that I could just write a bunch of commands and the computer can run them indefinitely. However, what I quickly realized is that computer science was basically 70% math and then 30% programming. And even when we did programming, we didn't use the cool languages that you can use to build the websites that you see today. We were learning basic stuff like C, C++, and we didn't really learn how to use JavaScript or PHP, which are the languages that you see a lot of websites built on nowadays. However, I had a lot of problems when I went to university. Mainly is that I couldn't really make friends. The mentality of the people that were, in college with me was not really close to my mentality. And the second problem is that I didn't really have much money. Granted, my parents were helping me, but to remind you, I was the oldest child, so they really didn't know how much money to give me. And so basically I was really struggling financially. I couldn't afford most things. And by the way, I have the best parents in the world. They were always amazing, very supportive. They helped me in everything. I have a great family. I'm grateful to have them. But granted, they didn't know how much money to give me. And I also didn't have enough time due to all the studies to go out and have a full-time job while learning in university. However, something I did a lot when I was in university is I was spending a lot of time in front of my computer because I really didn't have much friends and I was studying all the time and most of it was on my laptop. So I was sitting in my little cave one day, and I'm not exaggerating, I was actually living in a place that was perhaps like 10 or 12 square meters, where it included bed, kitchen, and bathroom. And out of nowhere, I get some spam email by some Indian guy that was telling me about something called multi-level marketing. Now, as somebody who didn't know anything about online marketing, didn't know anything about making money online, the idea kind of got my attention. And the email was your typical spam email. So it was some guy that was telling me about all the cool things that he bought because he was doing multi-level marketing. And even though that was a spam email and I really never managed to make any money with multi-level marketing, that kind of opened my eyes on the possibility of making money online. So while I was trying to make the multi-level marketing work, I was actually learning some different ways to market your products online. And one of the methods that really got my attention was YouTube. And YouTube 14 years ago was not the YouTube that you know nowadays. YouTube 14 years ago was pretty much the Wild West. You could basically post whatever you want. You can create as many duplicate accounts that you want. You can spam all you want. And there was nobody that was stopping that. And one of the methods that I learned for making the multi-level marketing work is to actually post videos on YouTube and to put your link under that video. Now, granted, no matter how many videos I actually posted on YouTube, pretty much nobody was interested in that multi-level marketing. So I eventually failed with the multi-level marketing. I could never make even a single dollar using that method. But I kept learning and I kept seeing different ways of marketing. And then I stumbled upon a service that was helping you to create Web 2.0 websites, write some articles there in order for you to market your business. It was a pretty interesting software. I do not recall the name of the creator or the name of the software, but what I remember is that they had some really cool videos made, really cool marketing videos made for that service. And what they also had is an affiliate program. So then I said, why not try the multi-level marketing tactic or method on this other service? So all I did was basically download their marketing videos and then upload them on YouTube with my affiliate link on them. And surprise, surprise, there were some people that were interested in such services. And I made my first affiliate sale. I think that was 2008 or 2009. I didn't know about PayPal back then. They did not have international wire transfer. So the only payout option they had was an actual check. So they shipped my first check from the United States to Israel, which took around 30 to 40 days. And I still remember till this day going down to the bank and actually cashing that check. I remember feeling so proud because making money online was not a thing. Nobody's ever heard of it. So quick story short, I started applying the same marketing method onto many different products, and I started making quite a bit of money online. Now, when I say quite a bit of money, I didn't make millions, not even thousands. So in the best month, I would probably make around $500. But for me, as a student in some remote town, $500 was like way more than enough. People would work the whole month to make this kind of money as a student. Now, I kept doing what I did and I continued learning in university up until I graduated. And by the time I actually finished university, I already had around $5,000 saved up. And I was so frustrated with university, so frustrated with the fact that I didn't have much friends there, so frustrated with the fact that I never had a proper girlfriend up until that point. And so I was basically fed up with the place where I was in life at that point. So it was a really spontaneous move. I really didn't think much of it. All I did was book a one-way ticket to Berlin, and I've been living in Europe and in other countries around the world ever since. So since 2012, I basically lived 1 year in Berlin, and then from Berlin, I moved to Bucharest around 2013. I lived there for 3 months, and then I moved to Varna, Bulgaria for 3 months. From Varna, I went to Budapest, Hungary for 2 years. Budapest, Hungary, I moved to Kiev, Ukraine for around 6 years. After Kiev, I went to live in Bangkok for 2 years, and now I'm in some undisclosed location in Europe. Now, throughout my travel, I was also trying to learn as much as I can with online marketing, trying to scale my business. I actually started multiple online businesses throughout this time. So one of the first businesses I started, and I think very few people know about it, is a fitness YouTube channel, believe it or not. Now, this fitness YouTube channel actually still exists till this day. I haven't posted on it for years. And last time I checked, it has 230,000 subscribers. After the fitness channel, I actually started teaching business courses. After the business courses, I started doing dropshipping like a lot of people were doing online. And after dropshipping, when I was already in Thailand, I started this YouTube channel, which is basically my favorite thing to do nowadays. Now, the reason I'm telling you all of this is because I thought this video will inspire a lot of people that are not happy with their position in life, be it financially, where they are in terms of girls and relationships, or where they are in terms of fitness. Because leaving my country all by myself with just $5,000 in my pocket, not knowing anybody in Europe, and starting there, meeting new people, learning more about business, improving my finances, improving my fitness, improving my dating skills. All of that was really scary. But the most important part is that even though I was really scared, I took action on it, and I truly believe that if you are not happy with where you are right now in whatever field, all you really have to do is just get out of where you are right now. So if you're not happy with how your country is being run, with your dating life, with the options that are around you, maybe it will actually make sense for you to just stand up, take a one-way ticket and leave, and really try to manage things from another country. Now, I know that it's something that is very scary to leave to a place where you don't know anybody, you don't know the local language, you don't know what you're going to be doing. But on the other hand, it's also very fun, very exciting because it's a new place, new people, new culture. And the way you should look at it is that in every country where you're gonna go, there's gonna be millions of other people that are living. They're no smarter than you. They managed to make it work somehow. So you really have to just believe in the fact that whatever comes your way, you're just gonna be able to handle it. And if you are not able to handle it, the worst case scenario is that you're just gonna go back home and do what you've been doing for many years prior to that. Because believe it or not, sometimes the problem is not in you. A lot of the times the problem is just in the place where you're at. And the example I always like to give is that if you would go to a supermarket and you would buy a bottle of water, it might cost you 20 cents. If you would go and you would buy it in a convenience store, it might cost you, I don't know, 50 cents or $1. And if you go to the airport and you buy it there, it might cost you $2 to $5. So it's the same bottle of water, but depending on the location, people would value it more. And sometimes the same person, all they have to do is just move to another place for them to be valued more and appreciated more. So for example, if you are struggling financially and you feel like you never have time, you're always having to work all the time, moving to a place that is cheaper than where you're living right now might actually be a smart move. And personally, that's something that I did early on. Is I moved to East Europe where the prices of living is pretty cheap, and that allowed me to calm down and kind of learn and research, work on my business without being stressed out on money. The same applies if you are living in a place that is dangerous. You can move to a place that is less dangerous, be it in Asia or Eastern Europe. And the same applies if you're unhappy with the options around you in terms of dating life. You really don't have to be where you are. You're not a tree. You can just move to any country and you can be appreciated by the opposite sex in other countries way more than in your hometown. And to be honest, that's something that I did myself, and I'm really grateful that I did it because I had amazing experiences doing that, and I managed to meet my current fiance, future wife, which I'd be really doubtful if I would be able to meet her if I would have stayed in my hometown and did what everyone else is doing. Anyway, I just hope that this video might inspire some of you to get up and take action. If you're unhappy with where you are right now in life, take action on that, whether you want to move to another country or leave your job and start your online business. It's all within your control. And the worst case, if it didn't work the way you wanted it to work, you can always come back to your previous job, to your hometown. So really, you don't have much to lose. Anyways, if you'd like me to make more videos like this one, talking about topics besides penis size, please let me know in the comment section below. And anyways, I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye-bye.